Hey everyone, now that the holidays are over, a lot of people are starting to plan and think for the new year. Are you planning on buying a home, selling your home, or making a move this upcoming year? A lot of people are looking at the prices in the market these days and think, oh my goodness, we might need to buy a fixer-upper. While there are many benefits in buying a fixer-upper, there are 6 things you need to consider before getting one. 1. Can you afford it financially? Now, buying the house with a mortgage, that's one thing. But to pay for the upgrades and renovations, that's gonna cost you cash. Now, you gotta take into consideration your family lifestyle. Where are you gonna be living during the renovations? Are you gonna be renting or living with parents? Or are you gonna be living in the house during the renovations? Now, with the fixer-upper, if you are planning to get some contractors or some other service providers to fix and improve certain things around the house, you need to be prepared that there may be some delays. Even though you set a budget for these renovations and upgrades, you might go over budget as well. So be prepared for that. 2. Before you get into this fixer-upper, make sure you get an extensive home inspection. You want to make sure that the sewers, the plumbing, the electrical, all that stuff behind the walls that you don't see, make sure that they're okay and they're not going to be some extra surprise renovations that you didn't budget into. Number 3, location, location, location. Even though you buy a house that is a fixer-upper, you still can't forget the fundamentals of real estate. You want to make sure the house, after that it's going to be renovated and very nice, it's still going to hold property value. Being on a busy street or across from a school or near a cemetery, these are some of the things that might not be beneficial no matter how nice your house is. So you want to make sure you get a fixer-upper in a desirable neighborhood that once it's finished, it's going to be in high demand. Number 4, don't over improve your house for the market. When you do renovations, you want to make sure that the house you renovate is going to be in line with the neighbors. You don't want to be the nicest house on the block. You want to make sure your house fits in with the local image in your community. Inside the house, even you want to make sure that the style is going to work with the lifestyle and the type of demographics that live in that area. Again, with renovations and customizations, I understand people have their preferences, but you have to keep in mind on resale value. Just because you really enjoy that gold-plated toilet doesn't mean everybody else will be willing to pay for that same thing. Number 5, DIY some projects around the house. Now, renovations are going to cost quite a bit, especially when you get contractors in there. That budget is going to run out fairly quickly. So you can take on some of the smaller projects. Take a look at some of the Pinterest ideas that you guys can do maybe on a weekend or as a family together. You can paint the rooms yourself, or you can do some of the other projects around the house. Number 6, hire a real estate agent. Before you make such a big investment decision, make sure you talk to a professional. See what they see that you may not be seeing. Sometimes when we're in the search, we may get a little too excited when we see an opportunity. But sometimes we need to get a professional to see things without a biased opinion. Talking to a professional will help you get an idea if this is a house you want to move on to or a house you want to move from. So there you go. Those are 6 things that you need to consider before buying a fixer-upper this year. Do you have any questions about buying a fixer-upper, or do you have any ideas of what people should look out for when they're looking for a fixer-upper? If you have any questions, let us know. Leave us a comment, and until then, we'll see you next Wednesday.